Welcome to Maths Minders Academy. Today, we are going to look at how to find tangents drawn on a curve at a given point. If this is your first time of joining us, we encourage you to go to our channel, subscribe, share this video, like, and we appreciate that you remain till the end of this tutorial. Let's move on. So if you are given this equation, f of s equals s squared plus 5s plus 2, and after drawing this equation, this very function, you are asked to find the gradient or the slope at a point where s is minus 2 and y is minus 4. So we have our curve drawn, and then our target here is to determine the equation of the tangent at the point where s is minus 2 and y is minus 4. So we go ahead to show that point where s is minus 2 and y is minus 4. And that is this yellow point being shown here on the curve. Now, the next step here is to put our straight edge, probably a ruler, and make sure we draw a straight line to pass through that point, just like we have indicated here. And this line will represent our tangent. So here, we are going to estimate, we are going to get the equation of this tangent. We all know that the equation of a straight line is giving us y equals ms plus c, all right, where m here represents the slope of the line. So what we need to do here is that since we know that this point is given and the tangent is passing through this point where s is minus 2 and y is minus 4, we need another point on this line. Probably we can take this point. Look at this point here. This point is where s is 2, and if you look at it, that is s as is, and so y is 0 at this point, okay? Now, there are two ways that we do rise over run. If we are to do rise over run, then we are going to draw a line from here to this place, okay? And we have two buses here. This is 1 and this is 2. So we have two buses here. And then if we draw another line from up down here, from where we have 2, we draw another line down, okay? We also have two buses. This is 1, 2, two buses, okay, here. So our slope here is going to be rise over run, okay? That is, rise is the vertical distance here, which is 2, and run is this horizontal distance here, which is also 2 units. So our slope is 1. All right? So now that we know what the slope is, it means that the equation of the tangent will become y equals, your m is 1 here. Our m now is 1. So we are going to have, all right, 1s, which is the same thing as x. You know, it's ms plus c. So we are going to have s plus c, where the coefficient of s is 1, which is the slope. Now, how do we find c? C is the intercept here. C is the intercept on y-axis, okay? This is where the tangents meet the y-axis. What is the value of the number where this tangent meets the y-axis? The value is -2. So here C is -2. So equation of this tangent is y equals x minus 2. All right. This is one way of doing this. All right. There is also another way of getting equation of this tangent. Let's look at the second method of getting equation of tangent. So here, what we do is to mark, we have a point given. Of course, if we like, we can just pick 2 points on this line. We can pick this point. We can decide to pick either the point given, which I normally love to use, all right? And then with another point, so I can have this point is where S is 4 and Y is 2, right? And I will find my slope using this formula Y2 minus Y1 all over X2 minus X1. So I can, here I have the coordinate of this point -2 minus 4. Okay, so I can decide to call this X1, Y1, and I call this X2, Y2. So here I'm going to have 2 minus Y1 is -4 all over 4 minus S1 is -2. Okay, this gives me 2 plus 4 all over 4 plus 2. That gives me 6 over 6, which is 1. All right, so here our slope is 1. And we are going to write, since the general equation of a straight line in gradient-intercept form is y equals mx plus c, where m represents the slope. Now that the slope is 1, we are going to have y equals 1s, which is the same thing as s plus c. Well, we can pick any of these 2 points. Since this tangent passes through either of these 2 points mentioned here, we can use one of them. We can use this particular one here, where s is 4, y is 2. So you put 2 for y, and you put 4 for s. You're going to use it to find c. You have 2 minus 4 equals c. So from here, you have -2 equals c. So therefore, equation of the tangent becomes y equals x minus 2, like before. If you like this video and you have not subscribed, why not hit the subscription button, like, share, and become part of our family. We are looking forward to creating another video that will explain another important concept in mathematics. Join us in our next class. This is Maths Minders Academy, saying goodbye for now.
In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine. Underneath the sky painted with dreams, we're chasing the echoes of silent screams, caught in the space.